until we can obtain an accurate final transcript for what occurred where none of the defendants or defense counsel were present for, and also the recordings of that meeting so we can see where we are.
Now, the defense has been accusing the judge and the prosecution of holding these ex parte meetings. But anybody remember when Judge G said this?
But you know, prior preparation prevents poor performance.
You think this what he meant?
But I do think we need to figure out what happened. We need to be in the know and not in the dark about what happened when a meeting occurs with a witness that has been sworn in. And we're not invited to the party.
If you're new, make sure y'all hit that notification bell, that like, share, comment, and subscribe. Grab a seat. We finna dig deep.
What's up, YouTube family, and welcome to the channel. I'm your host, Jay. And before we jump right in, man, y'all make sure y'all tap that notification bell, hit that subscribe, and make sure y'all drop y'all's comments in the end. Y'all ready? Let's dig. Now, the judge's choice of words, prior preparation prevents poor performance. Ask yourself this, since Judge G's been removed and we got a new judge on the case, and the defense filing all these motions against the state, what have we actually been saying from the state? Would you see prior preparation or poor performance? Let's dig.
But you know, prior preparation prevents poor performance.
Now, these secret ex parte meetings or secret discussions without the defense being present are definitely one of the reasons that we're actually here today. Because ask yourself, have the judge allowed the state to actually undermine the fairness of this trial? But it's even getting more intriguing because the judge's own words, prior preparation prevents poor performance, should definitely be coming under scrutiny by the defense, suggesting that maybe the judge is actually coaching the prosecution. The irony of his words that were chosen. But ask yourself this, if this is proven to be true, how many ex parte meetings has the state actually had? Can't say that this is actually the first, second, or the third, because a lot of things that have been happening seem to have either disappeared, like the reports from the ex parte meetings. How many witnesses have been actually used and utilized by the state, not just for their actual words, but by actually getting impeached just to create shock appeal for the jury? Had the state and the judge been doing this the whole time?
Okay, and so would Mr. Steele be allowed to introduce extrinsic evidence of a collateral issue that he's raising about the emails and things of that nature?
Now first, let's talk about the state's key witness, LaWoody. Now LaWoody is definitely a crucial piece to the state's case, but at this point, if you've been watching the trial like me, what do you believe? If you're the jury, the judge, the prosecution, or even the state at this point, who do you believe? Now, ask yourself this. Miss Love, it definitely seems like she's a little bit more humble with her approach, and she's actually almost talking as she has fear in her voice, but interesting. Why is it that Miss Love is kind of nervous about Mr. Melnick coming out? Is there something more that's about to be exposed again from the state? We just now hearing about the third ex parte. Let's dig.
Okay, and so would Mr. Steele be allowed to introduce extrinsic evidence of a collateral issue that he's raising about the emails and things of that nature?
I mean, the emails are already in the record. I think he's complaining that at one point, I mean, the emails are what they are. And at one point you said, this was an email to me. And at another point you maybe said, I accidentally got copied on this email.
Let's not forget that. What? Let's not forget that.
No, but I think it's actually different parts of the email. I think there's actually an explanation for why that might sound inconsistent, but I'll go back and look at all of the transcripts. But beyond that, I mean, no, I don't think so. I don't know what he's got planned. Maybe you want to ask him, but I don't know if he's talking to you yet.
Now, these secret discussions, held without the defense being present, is definitely raising a lot of controversies in the YSL trial and making a lot of people question, including myself, the actual fairness of this trial altogether. But ask yourself, has this trial ever been fair? And if so, y'all jump in the comments and let me know. And another thing before we jump right in, who's to blame for this mess? Let's dig.
so that I don't know if it was you, Miss Hilton, or I think Miss Hilton, Miss Bumpus, and Mr. Copeland could talk together.
That's the part I'm talking about. So it's not privileged.
Okay. All right.
That there was substantive conversation about the killing of Mr. Copeland.
Okay. So
And Ms. Hilton.
hang on. I'm jotting some notes for myself. Give me just a second.
Nah, you gotta admit, this judge has a wonderful sense of humor, especially compared to the last judge. Let's keep it fair. Now, for those of y'all who thought that this judge has not been paying attention to this case, please somebody think again. You can't tell me that she just read the transcripts and just caught up. Not only is she catching the defense's tactics, but she's also catching the state's tactics. But again, who's to blame? Is this the defense playing dirty? Or is this the state getting caught up and being exposed for playing dirty? Not a question. Maybe the state's key witness will give us an answer. Who do we believe? Let's dig. Yo, stop what you're doing real quick. Hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. It's free. Hit the like button. Share the video. Hit the like button. Let's dig.
Okay, Mr. Steele, last time. Who told you? All right, Mr. Steele's in custody.
All right. And you have reason to believe that whatever Mr. Copeland said at that point in time in front of the prosecution is something that is Brady material.
Impeachment.
Okay. Impeachment. Okay. And therefore Brady. Okay.
So that's why I wanted to put.
All right. Thank you.
And call the prosecutors. Now, they may say that didn't happen, and I assume that's what they're going to say.
What else can they say? Of course that's what the state's gonna say. Make it make sense. Now let's talk about it. Now, the state's key witness is already a shaky foundation himself. So to sit up and trust the state at this point of the case, 104 days going into 105 days plus into this trial, and we questioning the state's credibility and conduct, as you see, the YSL defense team is not holding back, promising to expose even more of the state's prejudicial information, their misconduct, and its actual unfairness of this trial. Man, this case is getting serious. How much longer will we have to keep watching? And with the state's key witness, even if the state's key witness makes it back to the stand, will this even impact the trial at this point? Where's the fairness? Where's the justice? Let's dig.
Because they would have a Brady obligation to run out and say, June, this happened, this man said this, but they didn't say that with anything. So I don't trust that the Brady was being complied. That's why I asked you again today, please, can you put some teeth into Brady? Because Mr. Copeland did say on the record, I'm a liar. That is Brady. That's like the greatest Brady.
Well, you got that. So
But I got that because.
I know, but you have it now, so it's not Brady, just like you just said.
My point is, it was hidden on the 10th. How about that? By Judge Glanville and the prosecutor. They knew about it because they were in the room when that was discussed. That's objectively true. So anyway, I'm just telling the court, I was not there. I don't want to make specious allegations against anyone. That's why I want to get it right. And that's why I asked you to have an evidentiary hearing.
Okay.
I believe that there's Brady evidence. I have a good faith belief. I'm telling you everything I know. I'm told that it's not privileged that Miss Bumpus, Miss Hilton, Mr. Copeland spoke, and it's not in the transcript, and Mr. Copeland was talking about his information on the killing of Donovan Thomas. Because you have to remember, in the statements, he has himself not involved. Mm-hmm. He has himself learning about from another person.
Right.
And my understanding is that is not what he said. That's inconsistent on June 10th, and I did not get that from Ms. Hilton. If that's wrong, but I can't ignore what I'm being told.
Okay, well, that's new information for this court, so.
This case actually makes you question the state's conduct, but in the famous words of Judge G,
Prior preparation prevents poor performance.
so ask yourself, is it safe to say that maybe everybody was pushing P? And could this be a potential turning point in the trial, shifting the balance actually in the favor of the defense? What does this actually mean for Young Thug and the YSL 6? If the defense's claims are actually validated, could we actually see this case dismissed or declared a mistrial with prejudice? That would definitely be a significant blow to the prosecution and the DA, and a definite win for the YSL defense. in the YSL6. But as the defense continues to unveil these secrets and these ex partes, the pressure definitely mounts on the state to explain their actions and their position. Will Mr. Melnick actually show up and do the unexpected in this actual case? By exposing more corruption and coercion from the state? Or is this just karma from the state's witnesses, exposing the tactics of the state? Man, it's your boy Jay. Man, tomorrow will definitely be a big day for this YSL case. Y'all make sure y'all jump in the comments, let me know y'all's thoughts. Is a mistrial on the way any day? Or is it going all the way? Until next time, remember, the life you save might be your very own. It's your boy Jay. Man, y'all hit on the like, hit the comments, hit that notification bell, subscribe to the channel. Phew, gone.